for joining us on the British Columbia Wine Institute and Kelowna Now BC Wine podcast. We are here at Fitzpatrick Vineyards. I'm here with Gordon Fitzpatrick. What a beautiful tasting room we have here.
Thank you, Welsa. Yeah, we just opened our doors last year, and so this will be our second season, and so we're very proud of what we've done here at Fitzpatrick Family Vineyards, and so it's our pleasure to share it with you and your listeners and viewers.
Tell us about the renovations. Obviously the view is stunning, but inside the wine shop there are a lot of new things added.
Yeah, well, this was part renovation, part new construction. So first of all, we're situated at the historic Greta Ranch, and Greta is one of those half a dozen iconic agricultural properties in the Okanagan. Its agricultural history dates back to 1895, and so we love this place. And so when we set out to renovate and build the new winery, the focus on the sparkling wine, we wanted to create some really, what I would term, unique and remarkable winery experiences. We are a little bit of an oasis, and so we want people to be able to have a variety of things that they can do here. We've got the traditional tasting bar right here in the wine shop, and so that's where we will share with people.
I've noticed there's one outside too to enjoy the view.
Yes, we've got this beautiful vista, so we want to make sure that on a beautiful summer day that people can take it outside and overlook the lake, and it also takes a little bit of pressure off of the tasting bar when we're busy. But then we have some other experiences. We've got a wonderful tour every day at 3 o'clock. We do an in-depth tour, and when we were building the winery, I had the tour in mind. And so we start in our gathering room, and then we go out the glass doors and into the vineyard. We talk about the viticulture, why we specialize in sparkling wine here at our winery, and onto the crush deck, down the glass staircase, into the barrel room, into the caves, which is really cool. So you get to see our bubbles resting on their leaves. But we take people through and we explain how you make sparkling wine in the traditional method, which is the way they do it in Champagne. So part of it is education, part of it is that people just have a whole new appreciation for what's involved in making world-class sparkling wine. So that, I think, is a really cool experience. We also have our Fitz Bistro, which will open this year, May the 18th, with our chef Jeremy Tucker, and he's just finalizing the menu for our second season. But again, seating, most of it's al fresco dining, so outside, beautiful setting, and the food is pretty darn good too. And I like to think that the wine is not bad either.
Sounds like there are so many reasons to come check out not only your recent renovations, but the new construction as well, and some of your new sparkling wines.
Absolutely.
From Fitzpatrick, we headed south down to Time Winery. I'm sitting here with one of the legends of BC wine, Harry McWaters. Wow, this place used to be a movie theater, and look at it now.
Yeah, well, there's still a little bit of acting going on here. Anyways, we've transformed an old theater into a new theater, but with a focus here in Theater 2 on barrels, Theater 1 on our fermentation hall, and it's really working out very well for us.
So what inspired you to choose this location? I mean, a movie theater has really nothing to do with wine.
The realtor that said, would you be interested in having a look at it? He said, well, I've already made arrangements, so I said, I have to cancel if you don't want this. If you've made arrangements, let's go and have a look. And so I walked through the door, and I was thinking about what it looked like before, and I came in and I can tell you, thinking, well, this isn't going to work, but I gave him the courtesy. So I walked through the door, and my mind started to go on, and look, I think we could actually make this work. And it's been a major project to get it to where it is today, but it does work. And we're downtown Penticton, and I think it's a great location, and the concept's going to work really well for us. I started my career 50 years ago, exactly 3 kilometers south of here on Main Street.
Wow, yes, the location. It's going to be so accessible to not just the locals, but tourists driving through Penticton.
Absolutely.
So we're inside the winery right now, but there will also be a tasting room that is currently under construction.
It's under construction, but we'll have a look and see what it looks like.
Sure. When is it going to be completed?
We hope to be open within the next month.
Within the next month, so May, June?
Early May. It's already now that It looks like there's a lot to do, but it's actually just got a little bit of finishing work, and it's really more about getting final inspection and final approvals for occupancy. We have occupancy here, we have had for the last year in the cellars, but not in the front of the house because it's all new construction.
So being someone who has been in the wine industry for so long, what's the biggest change that you've seen over the past 50 years?
I'll tell you, that's actually an easy question to answer. The consumer's awareness. That the consumer today is far, far more sophisticated than when I started in the business. I used to joke about when I started in the business, there were two consumers, those that took the wine out of the brown paper bags and those that didn't. Anyway, there have actually been good wines produced all through that time. Right. Certainly not of the caliber of what we have today with the talented winemaking names and the grapes that we grow here, but the consumer would not have embraced 50 years ago what we make today, that they search out so aggressively.
Right. Well, congratulations on your new winery in downtown Penticton.
Cheers.
Cheers, and good luck this summer.
Thank you.
We've hopped over to the Naramata bench. We are here at Roche Wines with Dylan Roche. Why here? Why now? Why a new winery?
Well, my wife Penelope and I moved from Bordeaux in France in 2011 with this project in mind.
Okay.
And we took some time to get the lay of the land and figure out what we should be doing and the varieties that we want to be working with, working for other producers, and started our brand before the physical winery. So we've been making wine under the Roche Wines label for 5 years now.
Right.
Started out extremely small, and now we have our own roof.
Right, so your own roof recently completed in the last year or so?
Started 2016, yeah,
Right.
and opened up last summer.
And how has it been?
It's a relief, and it's great to have more control over what we're doing. We're a very small producer, even for the Okanagan.
Right.
We are farming 6 acres here and 15 acres just a bit further north on the Naramata bench. That's more fruit than we can use for now. We're about 3,000 cases a year, and we're determined to participate, and what we enjoy is the whole process from pruning to bottling to sales.
Right, and how the wine gets onto your table. You're the person that does it all.
Close.
Close. So
Yeah.
what makes the Naramata bench so special?
The Naramata bench is unique in its topography and its orientation. It's close to the lake. We get warmth. We get a longer growing season thanks to the proximity of the lake and the fact that the setting sun is coming at us from the west. We're facing just slightly west here.
Right.
And that makes it possible to ripen varieties that you otherwise would not be able to ripen this far north.
And last but not least, what do you think makes your winery very special?
I think it's the family scale, and also that our perspective is really conditioned by the time we've spent in the old world. So my wife Penelope is from France, and her family was 5 generations growing grapes and making wine in Bordeaux, and I have no such pedigree, but everything, the way I think about wine is really conditioned by the 10 years I spent in Burgundy and Bordeaux.
Wow. So it's basically in your wife's blood.
It's in her blood.
5 generations.
Yeah.
First generation Canadian
That's right.
winemaking?
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
exciting. Well, thank you, Dylan. Thanks for sharing with us your new ventures here, and you can check out the new tasting room along the Naramata bench just minutes outside of Penticton. Thank you again for joining us on this edition of the BC Wine Podcast. British Columbia is a world-class wine and culinary destination, and these are just a sample of the newer tasting rooms, wineries, and on-site winery restaurants to explore this wine touring season across the whole province. To learn more, go online and check out our other video podcast episodes. I'm Wesley English for British Columbia Wine Institute and Kelowna Now.